Hi, Paul Thompson from Twang Tuition here. Huge warm welcome to this week's tutorial, where I'm going to be carrying on from last week's lesson where I covered the song arrangement to Long May You Run by Neil Young. I'm going to cover the solo to that this week. A little bit of scale knowledge would be useful, although I will be showing you all the scales that I'm using. I'm going to cover the solo note for note as it is on the recording, and then I'm going to show you how to improvise over that chord sequence and experiment using the scales that I've demonstrated. I'm going to include a backing track on here as well for you to play along with. Don't forget, if you are brand new to guitar or you're fancying taking it up, please check out my beginners online guitar course on here. It's on the website. 26 lessons takes you from never having picked up a guitar before to playing at a reasonable level and playing some good songs. The first lesson is absolutely free, so you can try before you sign up. So check that out. And here we go with the solo parts to Neil Young's. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through the scale positions that are being used in this solo. Then we're in the key of D major, and it starts in the D major pentatonic shape, position 2. But it also transitions into shape 1, which is a relative minor B minor. But if I go from D to D, it does give me D major. So B minor is a relative minor to D major, which basically means it contains exactly the same notes. So if I go from D to D, it gives me D major pentatonic as well. And it's really useful, that, because there's a lot more bends in that shape 1. So it's useful when you're soloing in a major key to transfer into that relative B minor pentatonic shape. But it also does transition into shape 2 as well, as we'll see. So we're starting off. Okay, so sliding up to the 11th fret, 3rd string. Hammering on to the 12th fret on that 2nd string. Dropping down into shape 1. The little trill there on the 11th fret, first finger on the 9th. Trill just means a sequence of hammer-ons and pull-offs to create that sound. Okay, and then slide back up. And there's a sequence of a hammer-on and a slide there. So finishing back at the 7th fret. Okay. Back into the 2nd position. Slide back down to the 1st position. Slide back up to that 11th fret there again. And then finishing back on the root note D there. So the second half, just slightly different. Onto that top string, back onto the 2nd string, slide down from the 11th fret, down to the 9th fret, slide back up to the 11th fret, and then to finish, just come down that little pentatonic scale again, but finishing this time, instead of finishing on the D there, we're sliding down to the D on the 5th fret there. So once again, through nice and slowly. Slide. Little run down to finish. Now I've included on the backing track the same sequence of chords, it goes around twice. So you can work out from the video, work out the note, the solo note for note as I've done it. But then using those scales, you can use some string bends instead of slides there. And just some runs down the pentatonic scale. Bend. Little bend there, that's a good bend, and my little finger on the second and first string. Some little double stops where you've got two notes together in the scale. Sound nice played together. I'm covering with my first finger both strings there, so it gives me like a nice little double stop feel. Nice bend on the 12th fret there. Finish back on the root note. I think it's always, if you're improvising, it's always important to recognise where your root notes are. As homecoming notes, it really works pretty well to finish a solo off on a root note. And that's pretty much there we have it. Hope you enjoy experimenting with those scales over the backing track. And there we go. See you next time. Well, there we have it. Many thanks for joining me once again. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel for your free weekly tutorials. Join us on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And please keep those requests coming in. I'm always happy to cover anything guitar. So once again, thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time.